90% of traders don't achieve consistency not because the market is complex, but because they start over every month. I know that state. You see a couple of losing trades and you already doubt the system. A week passes, you change your strategy. A month passes, you're already studying something new, and so on for years. The problem is that growth in trading isn't about finding the perfect entry point. It's about accumulating statistics within a single model. But most people can't go the distance. I couldn't either. I traded impulses, then switched to scalping, then to levels, then to indicators. And every time it seemed, now I found the one. But every time it ended the same way: emotions, risk violation, drawdown. When they showed me the bot, I didn't see a magic button in it. I saw a tool that allows you to stick to one logic longer than your psyche permits. And that's what got me. Not the promise of 100% accuracy, but the ability to remove chaos from the process. Because chaos is the main enemy of a trader. Alright, starting the work session. I've already looked at the market before and marked areas where there is movement, where there is compression, where the price is preparing for an impulse. Right now, I'm not looking for the best signal. I'm looking for a match between context and system. Some traders rely entirely on signals. I don't work that way. For me, the bot is a filter. It analyzes the market phase, speed of movement, candle density, imbalances in the impulse. Sometimes it sees the start of a movement before the eye can recognize it. Here comes the signal. Alright, I don't enter emotionally, I double check. I understand the risk, I understand the distance. I'll speed up parts of the session just because waiting takes a lot of time, but I won't cut anything out. It's important to me that you see this is just regular work trading. No staged moments. No look, only wins. I got the system through a personal contact, wrote to the admin, was added, tested it. I was allowed to share the information. And this isn't a join urgently story, it's just access to a tool. Here is a good entry. And the most interesting part isn't the profit itself, but how I react to it. Before, in a situation like this, I would start feeling euphoria. I'd want to increase the volume. I'd think, I caught the market. Now I don't have those feelings, because I understand this is one trade out of hundreds. The bot indicates which method the signal is based on. Sometimes it's working off an impulse structure, sometimes off an overheated movement, sometimes overreaction to a local level. I note this down after the session. I look at which methods work out more often in the current market phase, and this is where real growth begins. You stop being a person who just pushes a button. You start to understand the pattern. Sometimes I even notice a potential signal a few seconds before it appears, and that's the best indicator of progress. Profit is the result, but understanding is an asset. Now for an important point. The market doesn't have to be logical. It can be chaotic for weeks. Sideways movement, sharp spikes, news surges. Even strong models break down during such periods. Sometimes the bot gives a signal that doesn't work out. Sometimes several in a row. And this is where many people start looking for a new system again. But if you change the tool at the first series of losses, statistics will never accumulate. I don't know the inner workings of the algorithm. I don't know the formulas. I don't know the code. I only know my result over distance. And most importantly, I don't shift responsibility. The bot is a tool. Risk is my zone of control. If you're looking for a system without losses, it doesn't exist. If you're looking for structure, that's a different matter.
Till
I'll take a more difficult situation now. Here the market is non-obvious, lots of noise, false movements. In the past, such sections would throw me off balance. I'll start doubting re-entering, increasing risk. Now I look calmly. Here the price goes against the position. It's unpleasant, but it's part of the job. The most dangerous thing in trading isn't a loss. The most dangerous thing is losing discipline after a loss. If it's a loss, I'll accept it. If it's a profit, well, great. But no single move will make me change my system right now, because consistency isn't about perfect days. It's about the same approach on different days. And to be honest, not every week of mine is green. But if you look at the distance, the result is steady. And it's for this steadiness that I work. And one last thing I want to say. Don't look for magic and don't look for salvation. Any system is just a tool. And if a person has no discipline, the tool won't help. I'm showing you real trading, with wins, with losses, with waiting, with doubts, without fancy edits of only profit. The system I work with is closed. I got access through a contact, tested it, and continue working. I was allowed to share the information, and I'm doing that openly. But the decision is always yours. You can keep looking for a new strategy every month. You can trade chaotically. You can blame the market, or you can choose one model, work it out over a distance, and see what happens in 6 months. Trading isn't about quick money. It's about control, calmness, and repeatability. And if you learn this, it doesn't matter what tool you use. You will still be ahead of the majority. Thanks for watching this video, and I see you on the next one.